This post is originally written by All Is Mind on Reddit. Don't try to change facts. When people try to manifest something, they still think of the real world of facts as the truth and the reality, and of imagination as something that is not real, that it's something imaginary, and they see it as just being thoughts. Yet there is no real division. These things are one. Your experience in the real world and all the objects around you, events, moments, even the most insignificant ones, are the creations of your own mind. The experiences are mere shadows. They are the reflections and symbols produced by your mind. They have no reality in themselves. They are created and sustained by your feelings, beliefs, and expectations. There is nothing random that was not created by yourself in your life. Nothing. This is very important to understand. Your mind is the cause of all of your experiences. Your mind is it what creates and sustains your current reality. The so-called facts and what you experience in your world is feedback. It's telling you about you, how you think about things, people, circumstances within your own mind. They reflect you. So anytime you fight, work hard, force, or try to convince, you have forgotten that you're dealing with illusions and shadows of your mind that have no power or life by themselves. If you keep feeding them with your attention, you close yourself in a loop. It's like fighting your own shadow or swimming against the current. It's insane. If there's a situation that you don't like or that makes you suffer, leave it in your mind. Why do you feed something with your attention that you don't want? The game will be real as long as you stay in it. So wake up, leave it. Don't feed it with your emotions or focus. Don't associate with it. Focus on the desired state of mind. Remember who you are. Remind yourself that you're dealing with the results that your mind brought about, and so the change has to be done in the mind. You do this with your feelings, mental images, assumptions, and expectations. Now, this is very important. When you want to manifest something, understand that you shouldn't focus on trying to make it physical in the world of facts. That is not your job. That is the job of the law. It happens automatically. It's in your nature. You don't try to breathe, nor to make your body alive or to make your hair grow. Those are all done by life itself. Your job is to deal with your own mind, to have discipline over your mind. All the work is done in the mind. And the law of life creates it for you. It constantly makes the contents of your mind physical, good or bad. It makes no decisions for you. So you do not have to convince, force, seduce, or manipulate anyone. You don't have to work hard or to suffer or to beg or anything. There are no miracles or any powers outside of you. You just have to generate what you want and persist in having that within your own mind. And don't be distracted by old shadows that will soon vanish anyway, unless you cannot distract yourself from them, or unless you want to keep them, and this is often due to ignorance. So always keep focusing on what you want. Generate only what you want. Imagine always the best, expect the best, associate with the best beliefs and feelings. Avoid comparing your thoughts with facts that seem real. Just focus on desirable states and persist. The real key of all of this is the understanding that the physical world is a manifestation of the mind. So make sure you become aware of that more and more. If you're not aware of this in your own life experience, no text nor book will make sense in practical terms. It will just be an intellectual idea and you will always doubt it. So build your own awareness and understanding. Then this practice of focusing on the best will be effortless. Finally, to end this post, I want to give you an example of a real situation and how to apply all of this in real life. Let's say you have no money and your boss told you that you're fired. Normally, what would you do? You would panic, be fearful, imagine the lack and misery, right? It's very possible that the very second you're in the situation, you forget all about the law and your own power and you say, I knew it. I was never lucky anyway. I always attract the worst. Laughing out loud. This kind of thinking only reinforces the undesirable. It reinforces what you don't want. But let's say you say, okay, to your boss, but mentally you don't give a, because you know it was manifested by your old fears and you continue visualizing the best, having and spending great money, having a great life, and acting in the faith that all is well. And let's say that 2 or 3 days after this, you realize that you cannot pay the bills. Laughing out loud. Without the understanding and awareness of your own power, there's a high probability of giving up your belief in the law in that moment, and you go back to your victim mentality. Yet, if you really practice what I told you before, you would not get distracted by these so-called facts or shadows. There is really nothing that can go against your mind. I repeat. If you really practice what I told you before, you would not get distracted by these so-called facts or shadows. There is really nothing that can go against your mind. You always experience what you truly believe and accept as true. It is the law. So be very careful about what you really believe. Don't lie to yourself. There is no room for superstition here. And please understand, always do your best in the moment. And in the physical world, don't pretend that you see no problems. This would be foolish. But know that this what you see and don't like cannot last because you changed your mind. What you have created in your mind and see as the best for you is the only reality, even if you still see effects of your old negative mentality. So at no point are you lying to yourself. This is all about understanding how the law works. So no matter what your lack or your problem is, you know it's there. You know it's real at this moment because of your old thoughts and feelings. But that reality doesn't affect you because you have left it in your mind. Even if you sometimes have to react to it physically, your persistent state of mind will always win. With practice, all of this becomes second nature. You stop reacting to events that you don't like, and you act with the full joyful knowledge of your power and true identity. I remind you again, the real work and manifestation is done in the mind. Don't worry manifesting it physically. It happens automatically when you stop distracting or questioning yourself or checking how well you're doing it. Just focus on the quality of the work which is done in the mind. Gratitude. Wow, 3 gold awards and 2 for this post in a day. I feel so grateful. I don't know if it's the same person or not, but I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. Thank you very much. It feels so rewarding to know that what you write makes sense in someone's life. Blessings. By All Is Mind on Reddit.